Many people ask us if limbic system dysfunction is at the root of why they have so many chronic symptoms. If you're here because you have a bunch of random symptoms that your primary family doctor doesn't have an answer to, then the answer is likely yes. Limbic system dysfunction is playing a role in your symptoms. I'm Brooklyn Hanna.
And I'm Nick Hanna, and we are Christian brain rewiring coaches helping you reverse your chronic symptoms so you can live a healthy and happy life again. If you like the content we are discussing today, please consider subscribing to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when we post a new video. We believe that chronic symptoms develop after a person has been affected by multiple stressors or traumas. Chronic symptoms do not develop overnight. Many people encounter external stressors such as mold exposure, and they believe that is the only thing they need to work on to overcome their symptoms.
Yes, these things may have affected you, which then caused your stress bucket to overflow, leading to chronic symptoms shortly after. However, that one external stressor was likely not the only stressor that caused your current chronic symptoms. We believe symptoms develop after someone has been affected by an accumulation of stressors or traumas throughout life. Diving even deeper, some external stressors may not be as big of the problem in the development of chronic symptoms as some people may think. By external, I mean things that happen to you that may have been out of your control. This may be exposure to toxins in the environment, or it may be someone treating you very poorly. The external stressor may not have been as big of a problem as how your brain perceives and interprets a stressor. For example, most people can be around cell phones and eat what they want without symptoms. However, some people choose not to because they get symptoms when they are near cell phones or eat certain foods.
The problem isn't always necessarily the things in the environment, for example, the food or the cell phone or toxins. The problem is actually the dysfunctional limbic system at the root. Many people were able to once eat what they wanted and go where they wanted, unrestricted. The things in the environment did not change, they were affected by stress. By rewiring your brain, you can get back to being able to tolerate things in the environment. A big part of what initiates the chronic stress response is how we think, perceive stressors, and the choices we make. Negative thinking patterns are at the root of many of our past accumulated stressors.
For example, one of my major stressors in the past was alcohol abuse. Well, this was a choice. The root of drinking too much was an unhealthy thinking pattern and a choice, as I mentioned. Our thoughts can turn into our emotions, behaviors, actions, and choices. The root of some stressors from our past, from a spiritual perspective, can also be sin and our disconnection from God. Clearly, when I was binging on alcohol in the past, I wasn't living as a true Christian surrendered to Christ. Many other stressors of my past were also my choice, such as when I had an eating disorder or when I was overworking. Look, we don't want you to beat yourselves up, and we are absolutely not saying it's completely your fault. But our thinking and our habits can definitely play a role in our chronic stress response and the development of chronic symptoms.
So we believe that chronic stress in all forms is at the root of chronic symptoms. We also believe it's not necessarily what has happened to you in life, but your perspective on what happened to you. For example, two people can have the same thing happen to them. Maybe they were teased in school. One person can spiral into negative thinking patterns and emotions, initiating the chronic stress response, and the other person can shake it off with a smile on their face. How you perceive what happens to you plays a huge role in whether or not your body and brain initiate and stay in the chronic stress response.
In summary, limbic system dysfunction develops as a result of multiple perceived stressors. With limbic system dysfunction, many people can develop random symptoms in multiple different organs. Some of you may be asking, what chronic symptoms are you talking about? We are talking about symptoms such as brain fog, pain, headaches, insomnia, digestive problems such as constipation or diarrhea, anxiety, depression, cognitive issues, sensitivities to food, chemicals, EMF, light, sound, and the list goes on. These are symptoms that may get better or worse at certain times. These are all usually a result of the chronic stress response or the way your brain interprets situations throughout life. No matter what the stressors were, whether you believe it to be Lyme, mold, candida, or whatever it is, rewiring your limbic system can help you overcome your chronic symptoms. Stress is stress, and it does not matter what the source was in the past. Unless your symptoms were caused by an acute injury like a broken arm, then rewiring of your brain can help reverse your chronic symptoms.
And if you're looking to get the best tips on rewiring your brain for health and happiness from a Christian perspective, join our free Facebook group. The link is listed below. If you're interested in having us help you rewire your brain so you can live a happy and healthy life again, schedule a free call below. We look forward to hearing from you, and God bless.
Bye-bye.